Hello, friends of the YouTube. I have returned. I also have this urge to work on the car. And now I have time. I have a project for today, and I'll tell you more about it downstairs. It's currently minus 25 outside, and well, we will be working inside on the Miata. The project of today is basically to fix the window that does not want to go down more than 2 inches. I've also put a wonderful little space heater, because yes, the garage is heated, but it's not that heated, so I mean, and I can't control the thermostat. We'll have to make do with what we have. So this project is going to be basically removing this panel, and there are a couple of screws here and there. We just have to ply it off to be able to access the regulator, or so I think it's called, the regulator. And basically there's 2 options. I've read on forums that it's either broken and you have to replace it, or if it's not broken, it's basically that just a cable came loose. And so essentially what happens with the cable becoming loose is that the window rests on the cable when you try to lower the window. I'm gonna start dismantling the door and we'll see how it goes. You should see me. Those who were wondering why I have this beautiful frontal light on my head is that I didn't know if I was going to be able to see things, so I took it upon myself to get me one of these to work in the winter. I have 3 lights, one that is infrared. It's very practical. Yeah, I'm gonna speed it up. For the handle, I highly suggest that you use a little cloth just to pry the thing open. When you pry it open, you end up with a small plastic thingy. You don't want to damage that, obviously, because, well, it's written in Japanese on it, so you're probably not going to be able to find one anytime soon. So there's 3 screws, 1, 2 that I already did. Oops, a 3rd one, as you can see. Voila, I rested on it and I broke everything. And the idea is that I basically figure out if it's broken or not, and if it's broken, I order one and I will reassemble the door once I receive it. Okay, there we go. First part done, and I already lost a screw. Amazing. I'm gonna leave these inside the car just to make sure that I don't lose them. There's another screw that's right here. This one, don't lose it, it's very small. And then open the handle just to take this out. You're gonna slide it towards you, and there we go. That's the second part that you remove. Okay, so I definitely cannot film with the light. Thought I could. There you go. I see you again. You're gonna have on this side, you're gonna have a couple of pins. I can see already that the bottom one is broken. You're gonna have at the top. Be careful, because with these old door panels, it's supposed to be 1 piece, but it is possible that with the age it becomes 2 pieces. So when you remove it, just take care as to not break it. Then you have 4 clips in the corners of the speaker. Pop everything open. Find a place to put your panel so that it's safe, and then investigate why your window is broken. You don't need the plasticky thingy tools to be able to pry open the speaker. So we're gonna try without first, and then we'll use them if needed. Okay, that's 1. That's 2, 3. Wow! I didn't break it. As I was saying earlier, you see here the bottom one is already broken, meaning that I believe there's only 4 something ish, basically at the 4 corners. Let's try to see what happens. So here, there's one here. That's it. One. Oh god. Actually, no, there's more. There's another one here. Voila, so there's already 3 on this side. And then I'll bring you to the other side. And then there is also 2 or 3 on that side. We should be good to remove the panel. Now it's time for the surprise. I think I forgot something. It's not coming off. And I definitely need gloves. Okay, I'll be back. Oula. What needed not to happen has happened. I have broken the panel. In the back, they've already opened this up. Not entirely sure the plan, but you see this is all like plastified. So now we have to figure out how to get to the alternator without removing this, because it's seal tight shut. Let me show you in the back of the panel what happened. All right, so as you can see here, in theory, you can see. So you have a couple of screws. It's basically a piece of plywood. You have a couple of screws here that are holding the plywood, and the minute that you pull on it, the screws snap and you tear the thing apart. Which is not the end of the world, because I have the piece now and I can have it redone. It's just, it sucks. Already, this is broken. This is also broken. We're gonna do the broken thing once again. According to what I was seeing on the interwebs, to remove this, so, I mean, it makes sense, right? Because it's in the way. You see it through here. I don't know if you see properly. The regulator is here. If you look here, you see this metal part. This is the regulator. It comes like this, sort of. And essentially, my problem is somewhere behind in there. Oh, shit. It's interesting. Doesn't look like there's much rust. There's definitely a spider friend living in there. Next step, remove the handle. Following step, figure out by bringing the window up and down what's going on. The idea is to use this beautiful key and try and lower the windows. My only problem is that I have not started this car since sometime in October, and we are January 3rd. I just put in the key. There is a sound. Okay. All right. Window has moved. Window has moved, but it's not going down. Ooh. Okay, so I've turned on my beautiful light, and if it focuses, you see that we have one rail here, right here, but that it's not coming down any further. And the reason for that is unknown. I don't want to break it. I want to do something clean. It seems like I'm going to break it, regardless. My cable should be, if I am not mistaken, where's my window? My cable should be this one. The cable is absolutely not where I thought it was, but you can see it's here. Look, when I shine the light, you see this cable that goes from the left to the right, it's resting on the stopper, the white stopper that is there. So it is the cable. Now, how do I zip tie it? That is a very good question. Again with the light. There we go. All right, so I've been investigating, and it turns out that yes, indeed, it was the cable. I was able to flip it back. Now, I guess it's because it's very old or that it's not lubricated. So what I'm gonna do is try and lubricate the rails, lubricate a bit the cables. But guys, the window is going down. Ignition. And window down. You see, it's going very slow, but it's getting there. So I need to lubricate. Now that I'm done fiddling with cables and grease and screws, let's try to put everything back together without forgetting anything, because that would be problematic. All right, the door is set properly. Maybe I'm gonna try closing it and opening it to make sure. And it works. It was from the top. Yes, so from the top there is a little hook that you put in here on the hook, which I did not know the first time around. And now that I know, it's going to make my life much, much easier. Voila. Significantly easier, I would say. Now we need this to put it back. The little screw. And then we put back the armrest. And it almost fell into the drainage of the garage. Hopefully, when I turn around, I didn't forget any parts. It's usually what happens. It's the same thing when you build a Lego. You build it, and then you realize, okay, I'm missing parts. Where did I not put the part? There we go. We put back the sound panel. No, put it upside down, upside down. Wonderful. Lovely. Demonstration. Demonstration, and it works. It's slow, but it works. I still can't believe I spent the whole summer when it was just this easy to fix, and I could have actually had no problem going through tolls, going through parking garages. There's actually a bunch of times where I didn't take the Miata because I knew that I was going to be struggling because of the window. Now it's a bit slower, but at least it works, and it's super cool. And I don't have to spend another $200 for a regulator just yet because it has yet to be broken. I am extremely excited for May to arrive so that I can just show off with my two windows down and drive this car again. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!